Shalom לבני ישראל בארבעות כנפות של הארץ, בדרום אמריקה, במרכז אמריקה, בצפון אמריקה, באפריקה, באסיה, בישראל ארצנו, כאן אסף בנמי קריספין לוי, אשר מדבר איתכם. אחד הכנעה לדבר על ההסברה של מצוות של תורה. אני ממתין שאתה תוכל להצטרף אותנו עם המצוות של תורה. Shalom all Israelites in Africa, in North America, in Asia, in Central America, in South America, and Israel, our earth, and I would like to talk with you about the Torah, the eternal covenant, which the Eternal One firmed with us, Bnei Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. We stopped in the former study, we stopped in the item 119. And now we're going to the item, the number 120. Before that, I would like to tell you, if you liked these explanations about the Torah, you can leave your like, and you can, if you can buy the book that I use here to teach the people, the Constitution of Eternal Kingdom, the Torah. It is available in Amazon, in the site of Amazon. You can buy it there, the impressed book or the e-book as well. And doing so, you're helping us in this project to teach the commandments, the Eternal One, to several nations. In Vaikra 1999, item 120, the corners of a field that is reaped must be left for the poor. Vaikra 19, Vaikra chapter 19. Vaikra chapter 19, verse 9. And when you reap the harvest of your land, do not completely reap the corners of your field, or gather the gleanings of your harvest. Now, Vaikra, Leviticus 23 and 22, chapter 23 and verse 22. And when you reap the harvest of your land, do not completely reap the corners of your field. When you reap, and do not gather any gleaning from your harvest, leave it then for the poor and for the stranger. I am Yahweh, your Elohim. Well, we can see here the care, Yahweh's care with the poor ones, with the widows, with the orphans, with the needed ones. Because every classes of these people, why these people stayed so. And because someone in their families didn't keep the commandments of the Eternal One. And because that, the Eternal One said to Moshe, there won't be tamid, or forever, there will be the poor in the face of the earth. And it is vain, the discourse of the political leaders, that they are going to solve the problems of the poor ones. It's a fallacy, because the Eternal One said, forever there will be a poor in the face of the earth. Well, then when the person makes the reap of your land, he should live in the corners, okay? And when you reap the harvest of your land, do not completely reap the corners of your field, or gather the gleanings of your harvest. And he should leave the gleanings of your harvest for the poor, for the widow, for the stranger, the girl, for the needed ones, because it is an important commandment of the Eternal One. The care of the Eternal One with the poor. Well, the Torah is our life. It doesn't matter if the mitzvah, the commandment is little one, but it is very important, because he didn't get out from the mouth of the man or the woman. He got out from the mouth of the Yah Spirit. That one who made the earth and earth, that made me and made you, and all human beings in the face of the earth. Then he must be worth of credit. Then, when you reap the harvest of your land, do not completely reap the corners of your field, or gather the gleanings of your harvest. If you have a field and you have a harvest, do that, because nowadays, all the commandments of the Eternal One is valued. And he said to me, to you, and to everybody, that you must remember them in the midst of the nation. Well, let's see it in the oral law, and you can acquire this book, Oral Law, in English. It's available as well in the Amazon. Item number 120. 120. Job, third one, 16 to 17. Job. Job, third one. Job, Job, third one, 16 to 17. Let's read it. 16 to 17. If I have withheld the poor from present, or caused the widow's eyes to fail, or eaten my piece of bread by myself, and the fathers did not of it. Because Job was a just man, and he made the sacrifice for his children every morning. I think in the Shaharit, in the Ma'ariv as well. And he helped the poor, the widows, the orphans, the Gereans, the strangers as well. Because one man or one woman that observes the Torah, the commandments law of the Eternal One, he has a heart, a good heart to help, and principally, like it's written in the Torah, to give back your titles to the Levites, to that one that cheats the Torah, and afterwards he helps the poor, the widows, the orphans, and the stranger ones. It's the dynamic of the tzaddik, just people. And Job was one of them. And you can see that the care of the widows, of the orphans, of the poor ones, because it will be counted in the day of the judgment for those that fulfilled the Torah, the commandments of the Eternal One, that the thwarted one to keep the commandments, and they will be justified in the seventh millennium, the first resurrection. But the other dead ones didn't resurrect until the 1,000 years had passed by. And there will be a judgment of the white throne, where it will be two classes of people. The Reshaim, the bad ones that didn't observe the commandments of the Torah, even neither practiced the good works, neither helped the poor, the widows, the needed ones. But there will be other class, the good ones. Like Yeshua said, I was hungry, and you gave me the food, the meal. I was cold, and you dressed me. I was jailed, and you went to visit me. But Master, when we did that, Truly, truly, truly. When you made this to one of the little ones, to me, to me, to me, made it, then it's a commandment, the Torah, tzedakah. Like I have spoken here, tzedakah, it's for the poor, it's the widows, for the needed one, the orphans, the Karins, not for the Kohen. The Kohen that cheats the Torah, he must be prosperous. He must be prosperous. The Rosh, the leader that cheats the Torah, he is prosperous. Because he must bless the people. Tzedakah is for the poor ones, for the needed ones. Well, let's go to the Torah in Yeshua's time, in his Talmudin's time. This item of 120. Corinthian Beth, 2 Corinthians, Corinthian Beth, 2 Corinthians, chapter 9. Corinthian Beth, Corinthian Beth, chapter 9, verse 8 and 9. Let's to the reading. And Elohim is able to make all favor overflow toward you, that you, always having all you need in every way, have plenty for every good work. As it has been written, he scattered abroad, he gave it to the poor, and his righteousness remains forever. And he who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food, shall supply and increase the seed you have sown, and increase the fruit of your righteousness. Then you can see that Yeshua applies the principle of the Torah to the Israelites that congregate there in the city of Corinth, Greece. Well, the Eternal One bless you and your family, that you must receive Yahweh's blessing. This is my blessing for you. And Yahweh Baruch Hata v'ramishpaha gam. Yahweh יכול לברך על כל העבודה שלך ושלה. יהוה ברוך גם חיים אשר משתתפים אותנו בהקראה של תורה. שלום לכולם. בהשם יהוא שוע, השם של ברית עולם.